So today I am finally filming another video. I'm pretty sure I say that every single time. I'm sorry for being so inconsistent with filming, but that's just kind of the way life is. Like, I never expected to not really have a lot of time to just kind of sit down and do it. I was like, you know what? I'm home and no one else is home. I'm just going to sit down and get my stuff ready, get into it. I recently got a kitten. Link! He's probably not gonna come here. He'll probably be in this video at some point because he likes to mess with me. And I feel like that's why I haven't really been able to like sit down recently, because I got him at the beginning of April and it is now May the 12th or something like that. So I just feel like I've been doing a bunch of stuff with him. Here he is, my little guy. My guy! I love him. I love him. He's my sweetie pie. He's 5 months and his name is Lanky Poo. He's just a good. So yeah, I'll go ahead and get started with this video. I'm going to be using a bunch of Colourpop products from the Pink collection. I didn't get absolutely everything, but I did get a few things. I got the Belle of the Ball palette, so I'm going to be using that today. I just absolutely love pink, and so when I saw they were coming out with these monochromatic collections, I just really liked that they had one that was pink. This one, I don't like their palettes because they don't have the names like on the actual palette. They have it on this little cover though. So let's go through the shades really quick. We have Secrets, Soft Core, Fair Play, and then On the Fence. I don't really like that they put this one last. I wish they would have put it first so it was more of like a gradient from light to dark. All these three are matte, and then this one is a metallic shade. So I've already done my brows off camera. I'm gonna go ahead and start by priming with the MAC 24-Hour Extended Eye Base. And I'm going to set that with a little bit of translucent powder by Laura Mercier. I'm going to start with my fluffiest brush, my MAC 224 in the color Secrets, this first shade right here, and just start like right below the brow bone, like not in that brow bone section, but just right below it. You want to start kind of high, that way you can create a gradient going down. If you start low, you're just going to end up running into your lid and you're not going to have enough space to blend, and it's not going to look like a gradient. I'm just using windshield wiper motions to blend this out. Then I'm going to go in with my Morphe M505 with the second shade in the color Soft Core. And I'm just going to place this a little bit lower than the previous shade. It's basically just a tiny bit darker and more pink than the previous shade. So we're just going to go ahead and use that. I'm actually going to bring it a little bit into the outer third of the lid, just to help blending with the last shade, because I actually don't want to use too much of the last shade. It's a pretty bright pink and it's already very pink on my eye without using a shade like that. So I'm just going to kind of create that base for that color. And then you can go back in with just a tiny bit of the lighter pink and blend out the edges and the top. And this is where I'm going to go ahead and cut my crease with a Morphe M508 and my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. I tried using the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer for this, but it's too thick, and I just find that it doesn't work as well for me with the cut crease, because I like a very thin layer just to kind of be the base for this new color, and I just need it enough to just cut the crease. So I'm going to start from the inner corner. And I just like to use one fluid motion. That way there's no like skids or lines or anything like that. You can probably like barely see it. I'm gonna go in with a little more concealer and just use that to fill in the rest of the inner part of the lid. I'm going to kind of like brush the excess concealer off, and I'm just going to make sure that it's really, really flat, like there's no clumps of concealer anywhere. That way it doesn't crease and look clumpy when you put the new shade on. So I'm gonna go in with the metallic shade called On the Fence, and I'm actually gonna start with this same brush, and I'm gonna use this for the edges. I mean, my lid is not that large, so but yeah, I'm just gonna follow that same line that the concealer was on. Oh, sorry if you can hear Link like playing around in the background. I don't know what he's doing. I think he's just kind of licking himself. But yeah, he has a little bell on his collar, so you can probably hear that in the background. Hopefully it's not too distracting. But to continue, yeah, I'm just following that exact line, and then I'm just gonna fill in the rest of it. Now for the edges, I kind of just take it sideways and I just try to create a line here. But I use it to blend out that edge sideways. Or you could do it like that, I mean, but I'm just not using it like this. I'm using it on this side. And then I'm gonna go in with my favorite brush for the outer corner. This is the M169. It's just a perfect like dome shape that just fits right there in that edge. So then I'm gonna go in with the last shade, well, the last shade that I haven't used yet. I'm just gonna lightly dip in it because it's pretty pigmented, and I'm just going to go on the edge there. I'm going to start sort of using that to blend into the edge where the previous metallic shade ended. And then just go in like little circular motions to extend it out. And you can make this as bright and pigmented as you want it. I'm gonna try to keep it, I know it's getting brighter and brighter as I add more color. This is the M507, and I'm just going to use this to blend out the edge. Just a small little brush. Just feel like it works well for diffusing. You could even use this to apply it, really. I just prefer using this one because, like I said, it's my favorite, but the other one works well too. I'm actually so surprised that Link is not messing with me. It's like the middle of the day though. It's definitely 12:53 and he just wants to take a nap. That's probably what he does all day whenever I'm not here, and I just don't really know because I'm not here. So this is all I'm going to do on the eyes for now, and now I'm going to go in with my Hourglass Cosmetics foundation stick, Vanish stick. And you're supposed to just use like the smallest amount, but sometimes I feel like that doesn't work as well. So I'm just going to create like a couple lines and like kind of just dot it. Right here I'm not doing too well with my skin, so I'm actually going to try to dot it a little more than over in these areas. So this is about as much as I'm gonna use. I look crazy. And then I'm just gonna go in, I'm gonna try it with this Morphe 439 brush. Let's see how that blends it out. Okay. I'm actually going to use one of these like smaller little oval brushes just to get right here. I find that it's perfect for use right here because I find that I have a difficult time applying foundation right there with my brows already done. but this just like literally is the perfect fit right there. So I just kind of put on a little with my ring finger, and I'll just blend it out with this. And I do really like that. So now I'm going in with my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. I do have 3 colors in this, but I'm going to be using Light Sand and Light Medium Honey. I feel like I use this for brightening, and then I use this to actually like not make this too bright. If I use this like the whole time, it just makes my face super duper white. But if I use this one mostly and just add that one for just a little bit of like a highlight shade, it works really well. So I'm just going to put one dot like away from each other. That way I can put the white one in, like the lighter one in the middle, and I'll do just some in that area to cover up these blemishes here. A little more than I would want generally. A little bit just right here. And like a dot or so in that area. This is like spot concealing. And then I'm going to use this one to be the 3rd dot, or the 2nd dot, wherever, and then just one more right there. So then the colors blend together and create that perfect shade that I want to use. So I'm going to be using a beauty blender, and I'm just going to, I might get this a little wet. It's gotten less wet since the last time. It's gotten less wet since, so I just used some Fix Plus on it, and I'm just going to blend this out. So now I'm going to go in with my Smashbox contour stick in the shade Contour. Funny, right? I don't know. So now we're going to bring that color back into my face, and I'm just going to use a little bit down, just kind of dot it down. Use a little up here. You can use one of the ones in the shade Bronze too if you want, just to kind of bronze yourself a little. I love using the Marc Jacobs The Shape brush to contour. Oh my goodness, what is this? Miss on my brush. Not sure, but I'm just gonna go ahead and use that to blend this out. I love the way this blends out. Like, you could do no wrong with this. Like, absolutely not. So then I'm going to take my Laura Mercier translucent powder, and I'll bake with that underneath the eyes. And you can use a little bit to kind of just set other areas of the face. Okay, so I had to stop filming for a second, but I went ahead and wiped off all of the bake on my face. And so now I'm going to finish up the eyes, and I'm going to go under the eye and use the same colors, basically. Both of these first 2 shades in the palette here, these 2. And I'm just going to sweep this underneath the eye. And then I'm going to use a pencil brush to go back in the metallic shade and just make the inner corner a little more metallic. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and go in with Luminous Flush. This is one of the ambient lighting blushes from Hourglass. I got this a long time ago, honestly, but it's so pretty. It's a beautiful blush. And I just thought that it would fit this color scheme really well. And then I'm going to use Forget Me Not from also the Monochromatic Pink collection. This is a Super Shock Cheek, and it's meant to be a highlighter. So I'm just going to go into the product here. I'm going to try using this brush and see if I like it. Yeah, that's fine. But it's just a really light pink. Reminds me of the, I believe it's called Forget Me Not, On the Fence. Reminds me of On the Fence, the one that we used in the inner corner. You can use your finger too if you want. It applies really nicely either way. I just love that this gives like a really nice like light pink like glow to your skin. Like it's so cute. As I've mentioned, like I absolutely love pink, so the fact that this is like very pink and very like sheen and metallic, and it's just so cute. And then I'm going to use it also a little here on the Cupid's bow. I'm going to use it a little on the edge of the nose, a little down the bridge with whatever I have left on the brush, and then a little just like right up here. Alright, so the lashes are on. So I'm going to decide between, I think I'm going to go with Chandelier. Did I use Fresh Cut last time? I'm going to try Chandelier. Let's see how this goes. Oh no, 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 no. Mm-mm. It's like not the color that it is. It's too warm for this, and I figured that was going to be the case, but so this is the finished look, you guys. I feel like Colourpop really stepped up their game with these 3 monochromatic. They had Nectar, they had Pink, and they had Sand. I haven't had a chance to get anything from the other collections. I really wish I did, but I don't have any money to get any. That's okay. I did manage to get the Pink. I love the pinks. I feel like even this matte formula has gotten so much better since like I don't feel anything on my lips, like at all. Like I feel like previously the formula was a little drying. I didn't really mind because it was so long wearing, but I feel like this one is just like, it's stunning. It's stunning. I love Pink. I love the way that this looks. I feel very fresh, very feminine, and I hope that if you try this look out that you do too. So thank you guys so much for watching. Give this a thumbs up if you liked it. Leave a comment below if you like this look or if you picked up anything from Colourpop's collections. Please subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.